Welcome to Design to the Nines. I'm Natalie Callahan, and if this is the first time we're meeting, welcome to my channel. I am here outside of Trader Joe's today because I'm going to be teaching you how to make a beautiful bouquet of flowers. You can use this to give to a friend, to give to someone you love. You could even use it for a wedding, but one thing's for sure is it's going to be on a budget. Looks like I'm here on a good day. They've got great selection. I'm probably going to do something in the pinks and blues and purples and just really soft romantic colors. They have an awesome assortment of greenery that we can use to fill in. We're just going to shop here. Their hydrangeas are only $5.99 per a bunch, and I can tell you that's a fantastic price. As well as their oriental lilies are only $5.99. Those are crazy good prices, so that's why I like Trader Joe's. Okay, so I want to show you what I've decided on, and I feel honestly like I'm cheating a little bit by doing this, but I wanted to show you how easy it can be for you. So they had these little mini bunches for $3.99 a piece that I thought were really cute, so I selected 3 of them that I felt coordinated well together. Then I picked up some seeded eucalyptus and some hypericum berry, which I love to use in a lot of my arrangements. I just really like the way that it looks. You can find it in green, red, and white. I also selected some white stock, which smells amazing. I just love the fragrance. I like the color, and I think it will provide an additional interesting texture. So now we're going to go check out. We'll head home, and I'm going to put something together. We're going to put our own little twist on it and even customize it a little bit more so it feels really, really special. We are back from our Trader Joe adventure, and what do you think of my new shelves? I just built that in the last episode, and I am so excited about it. I haven't decorated them yet. I did throw up a couple of things just to get me excited. So that makeover is coming up very soon. Have you ever had one of those days where you're like, you really need something and you can't find it, and you look and look and look and look and you can't find it? I'm having one of those days, so I could not find for the life of me my floral shears. They always wander off when I need them. So I looked for a good long time, and then I'm like, forget it. So I'm going to be using my easy action clippers. I'm going to make do with these today, and I know the second I hit stop on that record button, they're going to magically show up, right? You can relate to that, right? So you can take all of the bunches of flowers that you purchase and group them together and tie it off and have that be your bouquet. But since I'm adding in the white stock and the seeded eucalyptus, I just decided to start from scratch. So I start out by taking one of the larger roses and some of the status, which is what the purple filler is called, and grouping them together, and then I add in some of our stock and seeded eucalyptus. And I'm going to be adding in some of our spray roses with that hot pink color that's kind of variegated. It's so pretty. And they also have some really cool decorative greenery in those bouquets. One that was kind of like a purple cabbage looking type of greenery, and some others that offer a really cool texture. One thing that I think makes bouquets look designer is when you have texture, and that includes having some flowers that are poking out a little bit further and some that are tucked down a little bit instead of mounting them all into one giant round sphere. The variation is what creates interest, and the interest makes it feel more designer. The other thing that's really designer looking is grouping small clusters of flowers together like these spray roses. While you do want little clusters of flower, it is nice to spread out different colors throughout the bouquet. If you find you have a little hole, just push a flower in through that and grab the stem from underneath and gently tug it down to the bottom. Then I do little sprigs of seeded eucalyptus throughout the arrangement, but I try to keep the stems as long as I can, especially so they can reach the water. We're trying to make it the same length. The purple little spear looking thing is called salvia. I love salvia. And I love how they pop out of the arrangement and just add a little bit of interest. One of my favorite flowers are hydrangeas, and I love these little small green hydrangeas that came in the bouquets. The cluster of lily-like flowers in the magenta color are actually called alstroemeria, and I love the softness that they add to this bouquet. You can see that there's a little hole, so I just tuck a little rose in to fill in that hole. I also tuck in my hypericum berry. So I try to use the floral tape, but this one is just not as sticky as others that I've worked with in the past. So in the end, I end up just duct taping our bouquet together so I know that it's solid and it's not going to fall apart. Now they do make a green duct tape, but since I'm not doing it as much as I used to in the past, I don't have that on hand, and the regular duct tape will be just fine for this case. And then I just cover it up with the green floral tape so you can't even see the gray duct tape. And then I make sure all of the stems are cut to the same length. Look at this bouquet. It's so pretty. I just love this. It screams spring. It's very romantic. I love it. I like to wrap my stems in tulle. And so I always have this 6-inch tulle on hand for flowers, for floral arrangements, but also for wrapping presents. So, you know, and tying a bow on it. So I have this handy all the time. So we can, you know, do a contrasting bright color like a aqua color here. We could do something in the gold. We could also go kind of the rustic route and do something with like a burlap and wrap the stems in burlap, and that could look really nice, kind of like farmhouse chic. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this white glittery tulle. It picks up kind of the pinks and purples, but it's like classic white. And so I think that I'm going to use that. So we're going to wrap the stems in that. So then we're going to add a bow, and I want to let you in on a little secret. I always hit the holiday ribbon when it's 75 to 90% off, so then I have a stockpile of ribbon that I've gotten super inexpensive. But Dollar Tree also has some fun ribbons, like this pink one would go really nicely with our bouquet. I may even use this one. I just like my bouquets to feel really, really special. I've done a lot of wedding bouquets, and I always like to personalize it a little bit. So sometimes I'll put feathers coming out of their bouquet or something else. But on the bouquet stems itself, I like to take some like little type of bling. I've had some where I've had the word love on it, and that one was really pretty. I like that one. I've done people's initials hanging from like some smaller ribbons, and that's really pretty. But I had this idea. So sometimes we have broken jewelry or jewelry that we're kind of over, that's not really our style anymore, or things like that. A necklace, this one's kind of like a rhinestone-y star one that I thought we could glue on top of the tulle and things like that. You could do a brooch. This is a broken brooch, so it doesn't have a pin on it, so we can just hot glue that right on. I think that one would actually be really kind of fun. Before I add my dragonfly embellishment, I add a couple of purple thinner sheer ribbons I picked up from the Dollar Tree as well. This part is optional, but I just think it adds a little bit of extra fun. In the end, I ended up spending around $25 for this large bouquet. Again, you could definitely do it about half the size and you don't have to add in all the extra flowers. But I really wanted to go over the top with this arrangement, and it feels like spring in the most grand possible way, and I just adore this bouquet. If you enjoyed this episode, I really think you'll like this one as well. So to all my DIY Niners, thank you so much for watching. Bye.